Hi guys, it's Andy from Man City Fan TV. Well, this is transfer target number 4 of our series, looking at who the potential transfer targets could be for this summer. Now, we've already done the Joao Felix, we did the Matthias de Ligt. We've also looked at the likes of Rodri. But today we're going to look at Joao Pedro Cancelo, who, as we know, is the player at Juventus. He's 25 years of age, he's 5'10", can play as a fullback or can play as a wing-back or a winger. Now, he started out at Benfica in 2007 at the age of 13, playing both as a fullback and a right-back. Now, in 2014, they loaned him to Valencia. In 2015, he was sold permanently to Valencia for 15 million euros. Now, in 2017, Valencia decided to loan him out to Inter Milan. Now, he missed nearly 2 months of that season with knee ligament damage, very similar to that of Benjamin Mendy. Then in 2018, Valencia sold him to Juventus for 40.4 million euro. And whilst at Juventus, he had another injury surrounding his knee, which was a medial meniscus injury, very similar again to what happened to Benjamin Mendy. Now, last season he played in 25 games in Serie A, and he's got 1 goal, 8 assists. In all competitions he played 34 times, bearing in mind that he did miss a couple of months with injury. Now, he made his Portuguese international debut in 2016, but so far he's only played 14 games and scored 3 goals. 14 times in 3 years. He was left out of the the Portuguese World Cup team in Russia last season for the World Cup, and he was in the provincial squad. But basically, what happened was when it came to naming the full team, he was left out. Now, he's played 4 Nation League games so far. He's been described as fast, as energetic. He's got great crossing ability and also very creative and tricky. But what I did was, I've seen him a few times. I must admit, I've seen him a few times and thought, yeah, you know, he's had a decent game. But what I thought was, when I look back on some of the videos, some of the games that I remember against United and others, I thought I'll do a bit of digging around about what organisations who write about and analyse footballers. So I went on Total Football Analysis and I had a look about what they actually thought about Cancelo. And they basically said, and I'll read what they say about him. They give him the pros and the cons with regards to him as a footballer. Now, bearing in mind, he's 25 years of age, and he said that he's a versatile player that can play across various positions. A right winger in his youth, and Cancelo was converted into an attacking right back with an incredible delivery and output. The Portuguese defender looks to get forward at every opportunity with a preference to cross rather than play inside the channels. Now, when you talk about crossing, it goes on to say, with a preference to hug the touchline, he looks to take advantage of Juventus's superior forward line in the likes of Mario Mandzukic and also Cristiano Ronaldo. Now, we know both of those are 6 foot plus. That's fine if we've got 6 foot plus strikers that are running into the box for crosses. We've seen many a time this season the amount of crosses that have gone into the box, and nobody's really got anywhere near them. So that doesn't really suit our play. It's a positive for Juventus. I wouldn't say it's a positive for Manchester City. It goes on to say the Portuguese wing-back is best suited to a system that allows its full-backs attacking freedom. Definitely will get that at Man City. His skill set suits a 3-man defensive formation over a 4-man system. That ain't going to happen at Man City. This allows Cancelo to foray forward and have enough cover from his centre-backs and defensive midfielder. A 4-man formation lacks a defensive cover for the attacking defender and requires exceptional positioning and concentration to play the position diligently. We already know what Kyle Walker can sometimes be found out doing that. It's the same with Cancelo. He attempts 6.95 dribbles per game with 67.8% success rate, which is pretty decent, mirroring his preference to play further up the pitch. Do we really need somebody who's that far up the pitch and not defending properly? I'm not sure. Having taken all the attributes of a traditional winger, Cancelo has applied those skills to his right-back position, and more often than not is able to terrorise opposition defences with his direct running and pace. Teams are forced to double up on him and try and contain the attacking intent, leaving space for Juve's winger or attacking midfield to exploit. So that is a possibility that he could end up being doubled up because of his offensive capabilities. But on the flip side of that, they do say Joao Cancelo is defensively weaker than other right backs due to the deficiency of defensive positioning and awareness. Even with his extreme pace, he struggles to maintain his position and hold a level of concentration required to defend under periods of extreme pressure, which he will get in the Premier League. This is not, please, Serie A is one thing, and it is a decent league. It's not the absolute pressing formation that teams adopt sometimes against Man City. Taking the recent Champions League second leg, and they had some graphics about it. Knockout tie against Atletico Madrid, we can see Cancelo only had 49% success rate when it came to winning challenges. Even though some of the challenges were won in the defensive third, they were also lost in crucial areas near Juve's goal. He averages 23.26 joules per 90 minutes, but yields a 44.3% success rate. His enthusiasm and energetic play style contribute to his lack of concentration. Having been regarded as one of the biggest prospects in world football in 2017, his defensive weaknesses were highlighted but seen as inexperience stemming from a lack of game time. But after playing for Valencia, Inter Milan and Juventus, this struggle still continues. So it's like we're looking at a player who offensively is absolutely amazing, but defensively can't defend. So it makes you wonder when you're looking at a player who looks technical, and I'm sure you've seen plenty of videos of him. He does look great in those videos, like all players do in YouTube videos. But, you know, this is a football analysis who look at his overall game for Juventus and say that going forward, he's amazing. He is very good. He's technically very gifted. Very tricky, can put in brilliant crosses. But crosses are not what really Man City, their play is about. Their play is about playing it in between the lines and movement around the outside and pulling it back on the floor and, you know, having runners coming into the box to finish it off, like a Raheem Sterling or a De Bruyne or a Bernardo Silva or a Sane even. It's not playing out wide and putting big balls into the box for a 6'2" Cristiano Ronaldo or a 6'3" Mandzukic to be heading into the goal. That's not what we're about. Though they do say that it does drag players out of position. So overall, is he worth sort of 55, 60, 65 million euros? And do we need him? I'm not too sure. Especially when you look at the likes of an English player in Wan-Bissaka who can defend. And the attacking elements, let's face it, it's not about crossing. It's about Pep coaching a player to be able to play within a system that I'm not sure you want to take somebody who is all-out attack and try and teach them to defend. Because let's face it, that's not City's motive. It's not our MO. It's about having somebody who potentially can defend and go forward and create chances, whether that be through interplay or going out wide and pulling the ball back. So he does look a great player, don't get me wrong, but also the injuries, 2 big injuries with his knee ligaments, which has, you know, he missed 2 months one season, 2 months another. So for 65 million euro, is Cancelo going to be at City? I'll give it a 5 out of 10, I'll be honest with you. If he is, well, I'm sure Pep will develop him into a world-class player anyway. But I don't know. I'm not sure about this one, I'll be honest, unlike the other one. So anyway, this is Andy from Man City Fan TV. That's transfer target number 4. Give us your comments below. What do you think? I know plenty of you, Kiam and others, have said that they really rate him. So give us your thoughts on Cancelo, and we'll be back with more transfer targets over the coming days.